Hi, I'm sorry I was away last week. Ever since I've had my vaccines for the virus, the common virus that was going around a few years ago, I have been getting chronic sinusitis. So in the future, if I'll ever disappear for a little while, it is probably due to sinusitis. So let's get on with the video. In a shocking turn of events, the YouTube family vlog channel 8 Passengers, led by Ruby Franke, found itself thrust into the spotlight when Ruby and her podcasting partner Jodi Hildebrand were arrested following a distressing report involving a child in their care. The incident, which drew widespread attention, unfolded as police responded to a call about emaciated and malnourished child with open wounds and duct tape around the extremities. This deeply troubling situation sent shockwaves through the YouTube community and raised serious concerns about the well-being of children in the spotlight of social media fame. Amid the turmoil, the attorney representing Ruby Franke's husband, who is also part of the 8 Passengers family, has released a statement addressing the allegations. The statement marks the family's first official response to the child abuse charges that have shaken their online presence. As the legal proceedings unfold, the public remains closely attentive to this unfolding story, grappling with questions surrounding the responsibilities and consequences that come with the immense influence and exposure of social media stardom. In a brief but poignant comment on the unfolding situation, attorney Randy S. Kester conveyed Kevin Franke's paramount concern in the face of his wife Ruby Franke's child abuse arrest. Kester told Page 6 late Thursday that his client, Kevin Franke, has an urgent focus that revolves around one key objective: to keep his children together under his devoted fatherly care. This statement sheds light on the gravity of the circumstances surrounding their family life and underscores the emotional turmoil they must be navigating. As the public awaits further developments in this distressing case, questions about the state of Ruby and Kevin Franke's relationship linger, with Ruby's last social media post featuring her husband dating back to February 2022 and her content shifting towards podcast promotions instead of family vlogging. Their personal dynamic remains a mystery. The ongoing speculation surrounding their status only adds to the intrigue and complexities of a situation that has captured the attention of not only their online following but also concerned individuals everywhere. 2Fab has made attempts to obtain further insights into the situation by reaching out to Kevin Franke's attorney for additional comments. The complexity of this case involving Ruby Franke and her podcast partner Jodi Hildebrand has intensified, particularly given the shared responsibility for 6 children between Ruby and Kevin. Their children named Shari, Chad, Abby, Julie, Russell and Eve are at the center of growing concern and speculation about their welfare in the wake of the child abuse charges. 6 out of 8 children because 6 children remain minors. Ruby Franke, known for running the once popular family-oriented YouTube channel 8 Passengers, made the decision to take down her channel earlier this year amidst mounting criticism. The shocking turn of events that led to her and Jodi Hildebrand's arrest on charges of aggravated child abuse has further raised questions about the circumstances surrounding their family life and the potential consequences they may face as this troubling case unfolds. According to the Santa Clara Ivins Public Safety Department, a harrowing incident unfolded when they received a distressing call from a concerned citizen on a Wednesday. The caller reported an alarming sight. A child had managed to escape from Jodi Hildebrand's home and appeared severely malnourished and emaciated. The child was described as having open wounds and duct tape around the extremities and was desperately seeking food and water.
Paramedic 42 and your 42 on scene.
Copy 10 Instagram.
Control 12x11 all B17 all back 17.
Yeah, by this where he said a 12-year-old male showed up with tape around his legs Thursday asking for help, said he was afraid asking for police.
Copy 17.
7 Alpha, 17 as well.
10-4.
101 to back.
10-4. 10-4, you can show me 17. 10-4, he gave the name of Russell Franke, unknown date of birth, or he did give us a date of birth.
The 9/11 call made by the concerned citizen has since been released, shedding light on the heart-wrenching ordeal. In the call, it was revealed that the child, a 12-year-old male, showed up at the neighbor's residence with paper on his legs, clearly in distress and asking for help. He expressed fear and a need for the police. The caller mentioned that the child provided his name as Franke, but was unable to provide a date of birth. The child's physical condition was distressing, with duct tape around his ankles and sores on his wrists and ankles, further deepening concerns about potential abuse. As the events unfolded, it was discovered that the child had left the neighboring house, which belonged to Jodi Hildebrand in Ivans, a 54-year-old female whose relation to the child remained unclear. The caller also inquired about the child's parents, and he mentioned that his mother was Ruby Franke, adding another layer of complexity to the unfolding story. Shockingly, the child revealed that two of his sisters remained at the home, intensifying the urgency of the situation and prompting immediate medical attention and intervention. The distressing nature of the situation became even more apparent as authorities reacted quickly to the initial report. According to the statement from Santa Clara, Ivans Public Safety Department, the condition of the first juvenile found outside Jodi Hildebrand's home was so dire that they required immediate medical attention. Santa Clara Ivans EMS responded promptly, transporting the child to a local area hospital to address their critical needs. As the investigation unfolded, police were alerted to the possibilities that others inside the residence may be facing a similar ordeal. Authorities wasted no time in conducting a thorough search of the home where their worst fears were confirmed. Inside, they discovered another juvenile in a strikingly similar state of malnourishment and distress. The second child was also swiftly taken to the hospital for much-needed medical treatment, underscoring the gravity of the situation and the urgency with which law enforcement and medical professionals were responding to ensure the well-being of these vulnerable children. The Santa Clara Ivans Public Safety Department, in their determined efforts to uncover the truth, obtained a search warrant for Jodi Hildebrand's home. This search yielded crucial evidence that aligned with the distressing findings on the first juvenile they encountered. As a result, the authorities were compelled to take quick action. They identified 4 more minors in the residence who were subsequently placed under the care of the Department of Child and Family Services. This revelation underscores the urgency of the situation and the need to ensure the safety and well-being of all the children involved. In a disturbing twist, Ruby Franke, who had garnered online attention for her family's YouTube channel, was reportedly seen in a video filmed at the home just days before the incident. Law enforcement pointed to this footage as further evidence of her presence in the residence and her potential knowledge of the alleged abuse, malnourishment and neglect taking place within the home. The video's role in the investigation emphasizes the importance of a thorough examination of all available evidence as authorities work to uncover the full extent of this distressing case. Cherie Franke, the eldest daughter of Ruby Franke, took to her Instagram story on Wednesday night to share her reaction to her mother's arrest. In a poignant post overlaying a photo that seemed to depict police presence outside their family home, Cherie simply wrote, "Finally, it's important to highlight that Cherie has reportedly been estranged from her mother for some time, suggesting a tumultuous family dynamic." In a following up post, Cherie expressed her profound relief that justice was finally being served. She emphasized that her family had been tirelessly trying to alert the authorities, including the police and child protective services, about the distressing situation for years, while she reassured her followers that her siblings were now finally safe. She acknowledged that there is a challenging journey ahead for her family as they come to terms with the events that have unfolded and begin the process of healing and recovering. The Franke family had long been a fixture on the popular YouTube channel 8 Passengers, which debuted in 2015 and garnered a substantial following over the years. However, earlier this year, the channel was abruptly taken down, leaving fans and viewers curious about the reasons behind its disappearance. According to Insider, Ruby Franke's parenting approach had been a subject of criticism, with some viewers alleging abuse behavior and finding some of her comments offensive. This ongoing scrutiny had raised questions about the family's dynamics and the potential impact of their online presence. Following the closure of 8 Passengers, Ruby Franke and her podcasting partner Jodi Hildebrand launched their Connections podcast. However, this transition did not shield them from criticism, as the podcast also faced backlash from some viewers. The controversy surrounding both the old YouTube channel and the subsequent podcast highlights the complex and sometimes fraught relationship between social media influencers, their audiences, and the responsibilities that come with wielding significant online influence and presence, especially when it involves family dynamics and parenting styles, and especially when those parenting styles are excessively abused. In a surprising turn of events, Ruby Franke's 3 sisters, who themselves are influencers with a substantial YouTube following, decided to break their silence following Ruby's arrest. With a combined YouTube subscriber count of over 2 million people, their joint statement carried significant weight. In their statement, they candidly expressed their perspective, stating that Ruby's arrest was a necessary step. They revealed that they had remained silent on the matter for the past 3 years, primarily to protect Ruby's children. Privately, they had been tirelessly working behind the scenes to ensure the safety of the children, making it clear that well-being of the children was their utmost priority. The statement continued with a direct acknowledgement that both Ruby Franke and Jodi Hildebrand had been arrested, a development they deemed necessary. The sisters' outspoken support for the actions taken by law enforcement underscores the gravity of the situation and the urgency with which they believe it needed to be addressed. Neither Ruby Franke nor Jodi Hildebrand has made any public comments regarding their arrest, leaving many unanswered questions in the wake of this troubling incident. I don't know if many people have questions which are unanswered at this stage, because unfortunately Ruby Franke has left a trail of child abuse on the 8 Passengers YouTube channel. So I would love to know your comments and your opinions and your thoughts about this exceptionally sad situation. And if you would like to expand your consciousness, then please visit my second channel called Miriam Rose too. I love each and every one of you. With absolute gratitude, cosmic kisses. Till next time. Bye for now.